And across the area this morning, well, we've got rid of most of the freezing rain that we saw over the last day or so, and we've replaced it now with fog. As the fog has continued to get thicker and thicker, we have a brand new dense fog advisory now here into the Tulsa area. That runs until noon, as we have some visibilities under 2 miles in many locations now of eastern Oklahoma. So you notice generally along Interstate 44 and points to the south. That's where we had that dense fog advisory again until noon. Where we did have the ice storm warning up to the northwest of Tulsa, that has been canceled. Some good news there. Still have ice storm warning out in northwest Oklahoma, also in southeast Kansas. You folks southeast Kansas up around Coffeyville and Independence until noon today. Still have the ice storm warning there as temperatures are right around freezing up in southern areas of Kansas. Here in eastern Oklahoma, temperatures are above freezing, and they'll continue to rise as we move on through the day. So with the more moisture moving into the area, that's why we had that fog developing out there this morning. Now overnight into the early morning hours, showers pushing on through, mainly from the southwest to the northeast. You notice that activity as we move through the Tulsa area. The heaviest of the rainfall now up into Missouri. Still seeing some scattered showers, though, north of Tulsa, areas of Osage, Washington, and areas in northern sections of Rogers County at this time. But again, very, very light. Other locations not only seeing that fog, but a little drizzle out there, and that's going to continue right on through the rest of the morning hours. But you notice the heaviest of the rainfall is over with from Tulsa down to the south, at least for the time being. But out to the west, the main part of that storm system out around El Paso right now is starting to produce showers and even more thunderstorms. You notice in El Paso, I was showing you that video just a few minutes ago, some of the time lapse. You notice that small circulation there. That's the center of this whole storm system. It's finally pushing on out into the southern plains, and as it moves closer to us later on this evening and overnight, showers and thunderstorms will develop out to our west, and they'll march across eastern Oklahoma. A little bit better chance of thunderstorm activity south of the Tulsa area. Could even see 1 or 2 strong storms in southern sections of the state late this evening and overnight. We've seen some heavy amounts of rainfall last 24 hours. Now updated Veneta, 1.61 inches of rainfall, about 1.5 inches of rain at Miami, the North Tulsa Mesonet site, a little over 1 inch of rain, nearly 1 inch in Pryor and Jay, 9/10 of an inch in Bristow, and you notice Tulsa International right around 8/10 of an inch of rainfall over the last 24 hours. So much needed rains. That's good news. Unfortunately, most of it stayed off the roads. We didn't see any real problems with ice on the roads over the last couple days, mainly just wet. Here's a live look from Jinx East Intermediate. We're looking above that. You notice a little bit of fog there in South Tulsa, otherwise cloudy skies. And a look from our Brookside camera looking off to the south. Again, we are seeing some reduced visibilities out there with that fog, but we're above freezing, so don't have to worry about any kind of freezing fog. 34 degrees, winds light out of the north, currently at 5 miles per hour. Temperatures metro mid-30s for the most part. Still at 32 in Claremore, but we're 35 in Oologah, also in Collinsville, also at 35 in Sapulpa, Jinx, and Bixby. And temperatures right now compared to the same time yesterday morning, running anywhere from about 3 to as much as 7 degrees warmer this morning. So again, not much of a rise compared to yesterday, but just enough to get us above that freezing mark, so we're not having to worry about anything freezing at this point. 39 in Tahlequah, 37 Muskogee and Grove, 39 in Eufaula. Back to the northwest, temperatures are cooler, but still at and above freezing. You notice Enid, Alva right at 32 degrees. They'll continue to slowly climb as we move on through the day as well. Throw that north wind in, still feels like 28 in Bartlesville, 30 the current wind chill in Tulsa. Feels like freezing in Pryor and Muskogee with those wind chills at 32. And then the visibility reduced in most areas. 2-mile visibility in Bartlesville down to 1.5-mile visibility in the Tulsa area, half-mile visibility right now in Tahlequah. So some drizzle, some fog around the area. We'll see a few scattered showers push across the area, but the heaviest of the rainfall is over, at least through the mid to late afternoon. Later on in the evening, though, we're going to watch showers and thunderstorms out to our west start marching in. So later on in the evening and overnight, that'll be the best chance of rain and more thunderstorms across our area. And then we'll see a cold front pass through during the overnight and morning hours. Not initially colder behind it, as we'll see temperatures tomorrow in the 60s, but then cooler weather moving in for tomorrow night on into our Tuesday before another warm up. And tonight's severe weather risk, mainly south central Oklahoma into Texas, but we will have a chance for some marginally severe storms, mainly in southeast Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on that later on this evening and overnight. Temperatures this afternoon will warm into the 40s, some 50s in southeast Oklahoma. Guess what, Will? Temperatures continue to warm overnight, upper 40s and low 50s with those southeast winds. So finally, we're going to get away from that freezing mark. 64 tomorrow, some morning showers and storms possible, then partly cloudy. Cooler on Tuesday, but hey, we can handle 50 degrees. Then after that, back in the 60s for the rest of the week. And I'm telling you, sunshine and warmer weather, I think we're all ready for.
Exactly what we all need right now.
Yeah, we sure do. It's been gray and a little gloomy out there.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Thank you, Taft.
Got it.
Some